stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass. Time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is November 13, 2025. It is 2:38 a.m. This is video number 2. My first video might have 2 parts to it, but it will be on Team Sussex. So this is video 2, and there are some tweets regarding what happened over the weekend that I come across and I want to share with you. And then near the end, there are some tweets that have nothing to do with Harry and Meghan. Okay, so let's get started. I just added this. Okay, this has nothing to do with Harry and Meghan, but I just added to the list, but it's further down. First tweet: Palace insiders, the Sussexes are so tacky for attending Kris Jenner's party. If you go on my last video on Team Sussex, there's some part, a tweet that I come across where one of the squad make reference to that. Okay, so there they are. I hope you saw the music video that I put together. Because there were so many tweets that were being posted, and there is absolutely no way I'll be able to go over all of the tweets. So what I did is I grabbed the images just to show you who attended the party. Whatever I came across, I share it with you. And I think I even show the caption, so at least you could read the caption and then the images. Alright, so there's that. There's Harry. I love this picture. Look at Harry in the back. I just love it. Okay, let's feed some. Oh my god. You want to see tacky? How about Andrew trying to grope a young girl? Alright, so there's I don't want to focus on the pedal. Okay, we already know If I wanted to share this, it would have been on the other channel. They aren't mad. They are hanging with Kris and a bunch of other high-profile people. They are mad that all the narrative they've been pushing about the outcasts, Hollywood hates them, they're nobodies, got blown up in their faces twice. Once when it was revealed Meghan is doing a small role in a movie, and second is this party with these pics coming out. William is stupid because all he knows how to do is verbal diarrhea. He doesn't even think that by pushing this false narrative out that it may in fact blow up in his face and make him look stupid. I don't know. The training that Charles gave him, thinking the headlines will save him, I guess he live and breathe, eat by it. I really don't know what goes in these people's brain. I really don't. Because the only thing I could think of, after everything that I have seen from doing those videos, they must think people are stupid. That's the only thing. And for them, they probably think of themselves as being the brightest of the brightest. I really don't understand these people. Okay, palace insiders, that's the life. Here you mean those nobodies, those bitter British baddies who are essentially gossip mongers, who are not royals and not even adjacent to any royal, but are used as mouthpieces to express how extremely inferior they royalists and royals feel when Harry and Meghan step outside. Yeah, this is why they don't like when Harry and Meghan go out. It really shatters their narrative. And can you imagine what Princess Diana went through when things used to be just TV and the newspapers, when social media was not around? Because if social media was around, the moment that they put false narrative, it would have been easily, quickly, shattered. So this is the kind of things Princess Diana have gone through. The campaign to go against her. Can you just imagine?
Do you really believe that a campaign was being waged against her?
Yes, I did. Absolutely. Yeah.
Why?
I was a separated wife of the Prince of Wales. I was a problem, full stop. Never happened before. What do we do with her?
Can't we pack her off to somewhere quietly rather than campaign against her?
She won't go quietly. That's the problem. I'll fight till the end.
All these people out of nowhere talking nonsense about her when she's pretty much innocent of everything. My God. And the brother, the older brother, the left behind brother, copied the same thing as the father. The wormsteak knows that it's bigger than them just attending a BDay party, a birthday party. They are mad that it was a network powerhouse and many powerful connections under one roof. Yeah, that too. Because they felt like this is the main reason, in my humble opinion, that they removed the HRH. His and Her Royal Highness. This is why they removed the HRH from them. Although they are still HRH, it's just that they cannot use it. But whatever nonsense that goes into these people's brain, where words and certain objects seems to be a representation or perhaps a replacement of a human being, when in fact it's the people, the human being, that makes whatever the object is. Okay? So they thought by remove the HRH from them, nobody will get close to them. This is what is being played here. Harry and Meghan is just shattering their dreams, the leftovers dreams. Shattered into pieces. I don't think it could be put together again. And not only that, keep in mind, Harry and Meghan are hard workers. Their work speaks volume. Okay? Their integrity remain intact. Their respect for themselves and others remain intact. No matter what the paper said, they can never shatter or scratch anything from Harry and Meghan, because Harry and Meghan have shown who they are. Despite, okay, it would have been very easy for anybody to fold after the machinery that went behind them. It would have been easy just to fold so it could be at peace, but they did not fold. They pushed through, pushing through, meaning that the center, they center themselves, the bubble that they are in, they remain true to it. This is the thing. Okay, they could have easily fold and say, oh my God, this is too much, I can't handle it. Me looking from outside, the kind of barbaric machinery that went after them, I have to give them so much respect for them to remain who they are through and through. And this is what gravitating other people to them. Okay? I'm sure anybody who get a little nod or a little praise or a little mention from Harry and Meghan will mean so much for so many people. Whoever Harry and Meghan decided to mention. Okay? Now it's the other way around. Because the prestige that Harry and Meghan put under their name, okay, it's unmatched. It's unmatched. It's like a seal of approval. Anybody who get a little nod or a little mention or Meghan appear on their podcast or something like that, that's seals of approval. Okay? It's not the other way around. Harry and Meghan have stood their ground and they show who they are. So if you want for prestige, the top notch of humanity, respect, and understanding, it's Harry and Meghan. You want to see dirty and barbaric and anything negative, is the left behinders. Okay, I went too far with this. All right, they are mad that it was a network powerhouse and many powerful connections under one roof. They need to worry about their pedo monarchy and emotionally stunted royal across the pond. That's for sure. LOL, LOL. So there's all of this. All right, this is the thing that I'm gonna leave it as that. This is what the others represent. Okay, let's see here. This seems like envy, since I'm 99% sure that if the Sussexes did not attend, there will be stories that they were snubbed from the biggest Hollywood bash of the year. After recently putting on a ostentatious event for a convicted felon, last I checked, none of the Jenners and Kardashian has the same rap sheet. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I'm no Kardashian Jenner fan, but even I can see the double standard and hypocrisy. Okay, what do Palace insiders think about Andy Windsor, the late queen, and every other royal who knew what Andy did and covered it up? Yes, covered it up. I'll take Harry and Meghan over any of those lying royals. Okay, and the royal family is very complicit for allowing Andrew and Fergie to linger while knowing what they all did. See how easy that was? Then the Palace bunch recently hang out with Vicky and Dave Beckham. Surely that's the very definition. All it takes is Harry and Meghan going to a party with Kris Jenner and suddenly care about the economy and the message this send. I wish the same media had this energy for said taxpayers funded state dinners for Tammy Ben Hamad Al Thani and photo apps with Mohammed bin Salman. Okay, so there's that. Next tweet. Harry and Meghan have shown the differentiation between them and the left behinders. Next tweet. Why did Kardashian Jenner delete their photo of Prince Harry and Meghan? Alright. And I'm sure there have been other parties they attended too. It's just that nobody probably posted the pictures. There was something that happened. Is it Ellen DeGeneres to, I think, renew her vows? And in the picture, I think it was Ellen who posted that. I think it was, I could be wrong. Okay, and the audience, in the group of attendees, Harry and Meghan were there. But you didn't see any other pictures coming out, okay, on social media. Just that one picture where a group of people were there and you could see Harry and Meghan in there. All right, so there's that. Okay, so there's me here. Well, once it is in the cloud, it's out there forever. All right, so I'm making reference to this, that they deleted their thing. I don't know. I haven't been on X to check their profile. So whatever, the squad will not be lying about this. All right, probably the same reason Beyonce hardly has picture with or interaction with the Cad family. She keeps her distance. Okay, not all long money is the same. Okay, I don't know much about that. Okay, Beyonce is in a pic with Kris and her mom. I didn't say she doesn't. I say hardly listening. Okay, so I don't know anything about that. Maybe, perhaps, okay, probably there were negative comment under it. She posted it, like I said, once it's out there, it's in the cloud. Forever. Screenshot, whatnot, and there's a possibility it might be in one of my videos when one of the squad shared it, and I show you in the video. So once it's in the cloud, it's in the cloud. Probably negative comment, okay? So there it is here. Okay, even though she deleted the screenshot of it. Okay, who cares? Kris only posts then delete just to give the middle finger to the deranged royalist trolls and the Daily Fail. All right, let me read this one. Why is this a thing? Should everyone explain the reason for deleting their pics? Surely this is a clickbait article for coins and the dumb down. This can be a thing. There's the laugh here. There must be something, anything more interesting than the need to know the reason for deleting a pic. I don't know. But there it is here. Like I was saying, once it's in the cloud, it's in the cloud. There's one comment under this. Oh, more than, oh, that's an ad. Thank you. Besides, this is Beyonce's interwebs. Image lasts forever. Okay, so there's that as well. Okay, let me read some of the comment and then move on. Whatever is here, bottom up. Tempest mid teapot. Who cares? Any number of reasons, probably because of the hate replies. If I was to take a guess without seeing them, the derangers roam wide for their attention fix. That's what I think too. Probably the negative comments. No, she just deleted. People already knows they attend. She posted and she's done with. To get people to ask why did they do it, you can believe there is an agenda for it. I don't trust them. Could be. All right, let's block this. I don't know. It looks nice to me. I don't know. All right. Wasn't his it was a theme, 007 theme or something like that. Anyway, they have been in America for over 5 years, and this is the only time anyone has ever posted photos of them inside a private party. I think it's a boundary for them. Kerry Washington then posts Meghan and her birthday photo even after someone noticed Meghan's hand. Meghan's head. You just recognize the head is just Meghan. Oh my God. I think it was posted and deleted on purpose. Kris was probably annoyed by reports that she snubbed them and did a post and deleted. Could be. Okay, I don't follow all the thing that is being said on social media. Maybe. Okay, to respond to the whatever that, okay, there's a photo of Meghan at my party. All right, there it is. Keep it for a few minutes, maybe 30 minutes or so, and then delete it. I agree. Exactly my thought. My thought exactly. Makes sense. Okay, so there's that. I was thinking more of negative comment, but if the world of social media was saying something about this, that could be the reason. I agree with that as well, if that was being talked about. Next tweet. This one is kind of funny. Kris Jenner and the Kardashian family are officially uninvited from my birthday party next year. They invited everyone to Kris' 70th birthday party, but me. Like, what the F? Who's that tower? Okay, probably someone on social media. I don't know. I saw it. I thought it was funny. There's no comment. Next tweet. All right. Bezos and Amazon. And I think the party was taking place at Jeff Bezos. Next tweet. Whether we like it or not, Amazon has been a massive supporter of IG, so I'm still perplexed at how we're mad at the founder of IG going to an event hosted at the home of a sponsor. I didn't think of it that way. I really didn't. But I'm very skeptical with Jeff though. I'm very skeptical with Jeff Bezos. In some shape or form, as I'm thinking, as I'm saying this right now, him pushing up with the Trump administration, probably just for business purposes, but it's thing like this. Okay, now I'm contradicting myself again. All right, him pushing up with the Trump administration, probably to get some deals, to get favorable thing, but it's behavior like this that diminish democracy instead of pushing back. There's some people who don't have the will to fight back. But yet again, there's another thing that contradict myself again. You have young men and women who's risking it all to preserve democracy. But many of those people who have money can't even do a fraction of what those young people are doing, risking it all to preserve democracy. At least that's what they said, to preserve democracy. Him not associating with the Trump administration, just do its thing. So he bend the knees. This is where I'm a little bit, that's me. I'm not talking for Harry. That's my opinion of things. But for Harry's purposes, this is why the Sussexes, the Archwell, they don't deal with politics. And I spoke about it in some videos that I did not too long ago, where they back up other organizations and charities that do some of those things where they advocate for whatever they believe in. Okay, but Harry and Meghan don't do that. Archwell don't do that. But they back up other organizations that do. So him, now back to this here, the connection that this quaddy put here, it never crossed my mind. Because if Amazon sponsors IG, and then this party was at his house, but technically if Kris invited Harry and Meghan and they accepted, that's one thing. And then to be at whatever places it's in, it's none of Harry's business. Harry or Meghan's business is the person who, whether they rent the place or whatever, Harry and Meghan have no say on where the party took place. But the fact that they accepted to attend the party of a friend, which is Kris Jenner, that's all. Okay, but I didn't think of this connection of Amazon being Jeff Bezos and all of that. Sometimes we have to pull back a bit and look at the big picture first. Well, it's just a party between friends. It just happened that Amazon sponsored Invictus, and then how long Amazon have been? Let's see here. IG. Let me look it up. Oh, let me open on. I need to put this link on my videos that's about Kim Kardashian. Okay, how long has been sponsoring Invictus Games? Let's see. Amazon has been a sponsor of the Invictus Games since at least 2017. So at least. Okay, when it sponsored the game in Toronto, the company then officially announced its sponsorship for the 2018 Sydney Games and has likely continued its support since then, as the partnership was described as following a commitment to veterans' employment that extend globally. Okay, I just wanted to know since when. So since 2017. So it's been doing that. Alright, partnership is framed around Amazon commitment to hiring veterans and military spouses and commitment that extend beyond specific games. Okay, so that's the thing here. So I think Jeff, being and cozying up with the Trump admin is the same reason as Mark Cuban did in the first, okay, not the second, the first Trump administration. Thinking that whatever, but we have seen he could have learned, but that's a different story. He has his own reason. Let me move on. Is Bezos also a problem now? Also, what he's done, genuinely asking, he, like all the others, have kissed up to the occupant, the Maison Blanche, I think the White House. Okay, so that's the Trump administration. I guess in the time I've been away, this app has changed owners to someone who hasn't kissed up to him. Welcome back, my sweet. You have been missed. Who is that? D. Okay. You too, my love. Let's see here. A person I follow on Insta was raving about oligarchy. That's the thing here with Bezos. Okay. A person I follow on Instagram was raving about oligarchy, etc. in a party. I say, you are on Insta, love. Owned by oligarchy. Okay. Instagram is owned by Facebook. Meta is Facebook. Okay, I mean, we are on X, and no one has been more instrumental in getting us where we are today than the current owner. Yeah, what's his name? That South African guy. Oh my God, I can't think of his name. Okay, who is we? This is the thing. Okay, after Trump's second term, things have been moving so rapidly, and the pushback is not being done at the same capacity as those oligarchy are pushing forward. This is the problem we are having here. We give up so quickly. Look what happened with the government shutdown. Okay, this is the blueprint of the UK. Okay, I didn't want this to be discussed in this channel. It should have been on Happy Team Sussex. Trump comes in, shut down, well, not really shut down, grab whatever kind of governmental thing that will help people, thinking that it's saving money. Okay, so now to give back what they took, he's gonna be holding the country hostage. Okay, if you don't do what I say, then this is not gonna happen. Even that, to give a little portion, let's say the food stamp, for instance. Okay, people still have to fight to get it back. Okay, something that was already established. He grabbed everything. Okay, fire all sort of governmental people, shut down some governmental offices and things like that, thinking saving money. Now, to put things back into the way the country was functioning, okay, you have to go to lawyers, to go to court and fight, and he'll give you a little inch at a time. This is the playbook of the UK. Give a little inch, and then you feel like, the people will feel like as if, oh my God, we won, he did a good thing, when he already take everything away from you. Okay, I've seen that blueprint in the UK. Next tweet. Alright, this is videos from JTB. I didn't want this video to be too long. Let's pause. Okay, Prince Harry and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, then attend Kris Jenner's 70th without purpose. They were invited and they showed up like people with manners. It's called etiquette. You don't decline a host's generosity, you honor it. That's class. Okay. I like to listen to his perspective. Let's listen.
People need to stop acting like Harry and Meghan committed a social crime by attending Kris Jenner's 70th birthday party. They didn't crash the event, they were invited. And when you're invited, you go. That's basic manners. Let's also not pretend this was just another Hollywood birthday party. This was a power room. You had Harry and Meghan standing alongside Oprah Winfrey, Beyonce and Jay-Z, Mariah Carey, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Tyler Perry, Ted Sarandos, and Nicole Avant. That's not a party. That's a networking summit.
That's
a
right.
Convergence of...
I was waiting for him to finish completely for me to say it. It's almost like those galas that they usually created, and then people go and network. Yeah, he said it. That's spot on. I feel bad I didn't even mention it before. Let's continue.
Media, money, music, tech, and global influence, all under one roof.
That's right.
You don't miss a party like that. And I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the Kardashians, but I understand the purpose of going. It's a power move. You show up, you connect, you build bridges, you don't burn them.
That's right.
You stay visible. That's how influence works. That's how legacy gets expanded. It's not about liking everyone in the room. It's about recognizing the value of the room itself. Now, if we're talking about etiquette, let's bring in the authority on the subject. John Bridges' How to Be a Gentleman. A gentleman considers any invitation an act of generosity and kindness. He accepts or declines it as promptly and as graciously as possible. A gentleman never waits for something better to turn up. Meaning, you don't weigh invitations like status symbols. You don't decline because you think you're above it. You show respect to your host. You show gratitude for being invited. That's what refinement looks like.
And I think there were 2 events that happened, and they attend both events. Okay?
And yes, I own the book. It actually goes right there. So when Harry and Meghan accepted Kris Jenner's invitation, they weren't seeking attention. They were practicing proper decorum. They showed up, paid their respects, and left the noise outside. That's elegance. That's restraint. And if we're being real, the people criticizing them wouldn't have turned down that invite either. They just wished they'd been on that guest list. Because what Harry and Meghan did wasn't scandalous. It was smart, polished, and perfectly in line with the timeless rule of etiquette. A gentleman and a lady always honors an invitation.
That's fine. You bring some very good point here. Is this true? Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner delete photos with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry from 70th birthday party. People. There's one. That's from People magazine. It's true, but go on TMZ where they say why. It's just because they did not want to let haters using their platform to trash Meghan and Harry. Plus, they delete few pictures of some other celebrities. It's called respect. Very interesting. Okay, so this is what I thought because of the negative comment. And someone said something else that, what was it? I just read it in one of the comments in this video. That they were saying if they were invited and she put it and then delete. I was okay with that aspect as well, but if this is the reason, I could understand. The other thing as well that JTB said, I still don't get why some people don't like the Kardashian, which he said in his review. Okay, I don't hate, I don't like. Okay, I'm just neutral with them. I have much respect for them because of the kind of the self creative kind of thing. They work for what they have, but I could take some of my words back if later on in the future I find out they've done something completely immoral. But for now, I don't know of anything negative that they have done for me to not like them. All right, but let's continue. And get a photo app with a hostess, just like William did with Taylor Swift, Britney Spears, etc. The late queen invited the duo to Balmoral the summer before she passed, but they declined. Wasn't enough photo apps for them. Oh, please. If you're going to be around people who hate you, why you have to be there? Let me pause and try to fit this here. Okay, so this is what I wrote here. I'm responding to this. The late queen invited the duo to Balmoral the summer before she passed, but they declined. Wasn't enough photo app for them. I mean, if I'm aware people who are going to be there hate me, why will I attend? So if you don't understand that, that's on you. Meghan wanted to preserve her mental well-being. Did you see how the British media went on her when Queen Elizabeth passed? Oh, I put paste. Oh my God, I'm still spelling it wrong. Passed. Okay, the British media didn't even pay respect to the Queen. Okay, let's remove. Okay, to Queen Elizabeth II. The British media had a field day. I wanted to use the word disrespect only, but I can't. Okay, I need to fit it. No, okay, I had to change some stuff. But anyway, this is it here. Okay. They want the, oh my God, the people refuse to understand basic common sense. Let's block that as well. All right, let's pause this. That's an ad anyway. So if they were invited, why delete the photo then? Why not keep them up? All right, let me copy this. You know what? I don't need to respond to that. Just let sore losers be. Let them hate from outside the club. That's a very good point. Well said. Exactly. On fire. Their photos were deleted. Okay. Rumor has it Kris did not invite. Oh, please. Please. This is how this. Oh, you know what? Otherwise, they will not be able to get in. The rumors has it. All right. Next tweet. Oh, my God. I need to start editing something. Okay, so I love her videos. I didn't listen to it yet. Erica's review of As Ever. Take a listen. HRH Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and there's all those hashtags. Let's listen.
And so this is going to be kind of an unusual review of As Ever. And the reason why I'm slowing down on reviewing everything else is obviously, I'm not going to make hotty toddy in front of you guys. I don't want to taste the strawberry jam yet. And I still have 10 other boxes that are on the way. I just got one box from the new holiday collection. I'm waiting on the other 10 to come. But I did manage to get my hands on, and yes, it's opened, the 84 candle. And I am excited that I got the 84 candle first because this is the one that I really, really wanted. Not that I don't want the wedding one. I'm getting that too. But I really wanted this one because this is also symbolic. This is my brother's birthday. My brother and Meghan share a birth date and year. Yes. Now, unless she was born at 4 p.m., they have the same natal chart. So it was brought to my attention personally that some Australian nightmare lied and said that his candle did not come with a wick. So I just want to get you people to understand how candle making works, because I've made candles a gazillion times in my life. First time I made a candle, I believe I was 5 years old. The other times, like the last time I did it was for my best friend's bachelorette party. We made candles. So this is the 84. I'm going to take it out. By the way, don't ask me what it smells like. It smells freaking heavenly. Okay, let me do this first. A fresh shower as you put the lightest scented light musk body oil on you, and you sit out and overlook the mountains as an oak tree dries you up. That's the best way I can describe this candle. It is so fresh. It's like, because one thing's for certain, I will say this about a lot of the expensive candles I have purchased, sometimes they're too pungent and they're too strong. This one is right on the money. And the container, baby, I already got flowers in this.
Okay, I was thinking, I didn't buy any candles, okay? I'm not a candle person, but I'll buy the candle just for the holder itself, the container itself. But let's continue.
This is Meghan really said, this is your furniture too. Do not throw this out.
Yep.
You would be an idiot to throw out anything this high quality. And the logo and the clean whiteness, chef's kiss. But I want to show you something. You see that? We call that a wick. And not only do we call it a wick, we call it a long wick. So the person who lied, and I won't name him because he doesn't deserve the promo, but they think we're stupid. And a lot of his followers are, but particularly, I don't understand how he thought that he can get away with this. Number one, when candles are made in a factory, they have to go through quality inspection. Personnel takes care of that. Not just one person, multiple people. And they have to make sure everything's right. Like even the vase, if this has a crack in it, that's a problem. You can't put that in a box and sell it. If the wick is misaligned, as in it's not dead center, it's garbage. Get it out of here. And they will not put it in this beautiful as ever box, or any box for that matter, if something is wrong with it. But also, when you are making candles, everyone who has made a candle before knows the wick goes in first. And then you pour the wax in. So if there was any type of anomaly that happened in the factory where the wick was missed and the wax just got poured in it, personnel would have saw that right away, chucked it, and it would have been in the bin with all the other, candles that didn't make the cut. This is basic simplicity. And this is not a Meghan Markle thing, because Meghan is entrusting a factory to make these for her. You guys know she didn't make these out of her kitchen, right?
And then the other thing as well, the people who are making the candles for her, who works in the factory, the people who work in the factory, they have to think of their job as well. Because the way the economy is right now, they can't afford to lose their job for listening to derangers. All right. If things, let's say they're doing, let me not bring it up because I don't want to jinx anything. Let's just say they have to follow directions so they don't lose their job. Let's continue.
I feel like I'm talking to the stupidest people on earth, but you're not stupid. You're just selective because you don't like Meghan. And I need you to stop that because it's embarrassing. Anyway, this candle that I have is perfection. Also, I want to drop something, just a little bit of a line. Why is it that only the people who don't like Meghan, who have a YouTube channel, who have a TikTok page or whatever, Why are they the only ones getting all these bad quality products from As Ever?
Ding, ding, ding.
I'm not hearing anybody else complain. And that's not to say that one day somebody won't have a faulty product. That's a possibility. As Ever has some of the best customer service I've seen in a while. I had no business getting free apricot spread because my greedy ass thought, oh my God, she's selling it when she already sold out. But it was a glitch in their system. And so not only did they refund me my money back, but I ended up with free stuff I didn't deserve. That's how good their customer service is. So when you lie and say that things don't have wicks or that it's cracked, you got to do better than that. And I didn't sneak a wick in here. Like, I can't do that. I'm not that crafty. Guys,
it reminds me of the guy who not finished drink, but drunk half of the rosé, and then later on he said it doesn't taste good.
Candle is worth its weight in gold, and I believe that amazing person who said that Meghan should have charged more. I agree. This candle should be at least $10 more, at least. But it's Prestige. I get it. She wants luxury, but she still wants it at an affordable price. Yeah. If $60 is too much for you at the moment, then fall back. Like I said before, fall back. Once upon a time, I wouldn't have been able to afford this either, okay? But I can. All right. So that is my review of the candle. It is phenomenal, and y'all really need to stop lying on my girl. My God almighty in heaven. Bye. Hey, everyone. So this is going to be kind of an unusual.
All over. I like her review, and I like her personality as well. All right, there's here the person who said they didn't have a wick is lying. A wick put in and then falling out after the candle dries is pretty next to impossible, which is what is being claimed because there is a hole where the wick was in his candle. Oh, I don't know who they're making reference to, but whoever said it. They are the worst people on the planet Earth. This is what I will keep saying about them. I make candles, taught my daughter, who started a candle making business during COVID. There is no way you're pouring a wickless jar. No way you're not quality checking. No way you're packing and getting it ready for couriering without ensuring all's in order. He's despicable. Her products are so good and top quality. I tried hibiscus tea today and it was wonderful. Life off of Meghan, hating off of me if he airbrushed the wick from the candle. This guy is mental. The big question is, if there is no wick, why is there a hole? Okay, so these people know who the person is. That candle should have been a smooth, flat surface. It's 2025. I'm really hoping that people are not that slow, but here we are. I don't know. If they start suing these people, they'll stop lying. I don't know. Next tweet. Okay, so this is where I come in. These tweets have nothing to do with Harry and Meghan, okay? If somebody doesn't figure out a way to get these ladies back on my TV screen, Queen Latifa from with some of her co-stars from, what's that show? I used to watch it. Oh my God. Is it Living Single? I used to watch that show. All right, let's listen.
So you're right now. Oh my gosh, because it was funny. You know, some of these words would evolve into like whole.
They all have not changed. Look at their face. Look at Queen Latifah's face. It's like they haven't aged. Let's continue.
Things. I mean, we sang the Love Boat, and it just turned into like a thing. We could not. You stop.
Remember the Love Boat?
The Love Boat. We just started singing the Love Boat, and then
you mean we have to do the Love Boat?
What? And then love.
Exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you and you and you and you and you and love. Won't hurt anymore. No pain, no gain. Come aboard. What's up? We're gonna go the Love Boat. Soon we'll be making another. A Love Boat. Promises something for everyone. You set our course for adventure. Your mind on a new romance. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Love. won't hurt anymore. No pain, no gain. Come on, boy. What's up? The Love Boat. And that's it. Y'all just got a piece of history. Come on. Hey.
Oh my gosh.
So-
Let me see here. Let me read some of the comments here. Girl, that be Jennifer Aniston, but the right to the show. Oh, did she? And she refused to allow Miss Alexander to be in a revised edition. Really? Excuse me, what? Yes, I heard it from Miss Alexander herself. You're gonna have to show me where you heard this because I thought the studio's still on them. Okay, so there's a Facebook thing here. I'll leave the link. I'm not gonna... Okay, Okay, let's listen.
Aniston says, hell no. There are two sides to every story, but there's only one backstory. Actors Queen Latifah and Erica Alexander sit in a spirited business meeting with Warner Brothers executive Ken Ratcliffe. The ladies have shared their ideas about the reboot of their 90s hit show, Living Single. Erica sat on the edge of her seat. Yes, we can bring back Sinclair, Overton, Regine, the entire Living Single ensemble. Latifa curiously listened. How come I feel like there's a but somewhere? In our business, there are always uncontrollable variables. What is it, money? No. There's just one minor hurdle that we have to leap over. Erica defiantly crossed her arms, protesting silently. The studio sold the rights to the show to someone. Latifa was paralyzed in place. You sold the rights to the show? Calm down. I invited the new owner to meet with us. The door burst open and in shimmied television star Jennifer Aniston. Her petite figure slid effortlessly into a chair. Latifa? Great to see you again. Jennifer turned to Erica. And you are... Her limp wrist extended in Erica's direction. You know who the hell I am. I see you still need people on their knees in order to feel tall. Jennifer chuckled with contempt. I see you still slumming it around the streets of Hollywood, Max.
Wow.
Sorry, Erica. Ladies, let's try to hold back a little. If I held back any further, I would be Erica's career. Erica leaped to her feet, ready to pounce. Bitch, you got the right one. You call me a bitch like it's a bad thing. Ladies, let's talk business for a minute. There's a high demand to reboot one of television's highest rated shows. Wait, I thought this was about Living Single and not Friends. Jennifer takes a sip of wine, gleefully smirking at the two ladies. Friends is a knockoff of Living Single. That's not what my paycheck says. Latifa, I have no beef with you. It's her. She ran Friends through the mud and I decided to join in on the fun. So I bought the rights to your little show. Petty. Hold on. Let me overthink this. You think Living Single was on Friends level? You stole our premise, our idea, the city. It's called appropriation. No, it's called popularity. No one was checking for Maxine Shaw. Rachel Green, on the other hand. Look, Jennifer, enough. What do we have to do to get Living Single back on the air? Jennifer stood erect. She was like the perfect villain in a horror movie. She snarled with flared nostrils. You can license the show for me, but only if you kill off the Maxine Shaw character.
Wow.
A Living Single reboot.
Wow, wow, wow. Can they make something similar to it but change the name, everybody's name? I don't know. I don't know how this working. Wow. Okay, the cast of Friends could never, LOL. That would be a great project. I am with Queen Latifah, Will Smith to collaborate on. Somebody should make that happen. It just has to happen. All right, so this is the thing here. I'm not in this level. They have to do their own thing and then on the right to their own thing. So this is lesson to be learned. Okay, it's not a bad thing. Lesson to be learned. Okay, from this point on, people who knows the true story of it, just don't watch it no more. Because you know who's gonna, well, I don't know if they get royalty to it. But it's just lesson to be learned. Black people, African American, need to own the right to their own shit. All right? So I just think this is a lesson to be learned. Next tweet. Was it at one point Friends used to the cast used to earn about is it $1 million per episode? Let me look it up. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yes, the main cast of Friends, Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, okay, there's all of them here. Each earned $1 million per episode during the show's final 2 seasons. So this is what got her the money to be able to do that. And look what happened. Does she has any kids? Whatever, the one that married, what's the other? Jolie. Okay. Life is heading her, well, let me not say anything. Maybe this is what she wanted. So she got everything she wanted. But if she was looking for a family or something, you make your own conclusion. Let me go to the next one, okay? Before I start talking some stuff here. So now, if it's true, now we know. Next tweet. Let me put, okay, with the at work, this man stole my work to present as his. He's being asked to break things down. He's fumbling at every explanation. This meeting crumbling. I've got to be gaining weight by how good this tastes. That's just like a GIF type of thing. She's laughing at him.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
But I don't know how some people feel so comfortable to be doing things like that. It's obviously you have to know the backstory of things to make it present as yours. So when they start asking questions, okay, perfect example. When Harry was being interviewed by Melody Hobson at the Obama Foundation, where he's talking about what was like the Royal Foundation. And I'm like, the very first time I listened to it, and I was like, nah, Harry has to be the one who created it. There is absolutely no way for someone to be presented at the Obama Foundation like this, because Melody Hobson was asking him so many questions, different angles of how the Royal Foundation works and things like that. And Harry was able to give it with so many examples. You know, you could go to a store, you could choose different brand. He was giving examples after examples. And I was like, nah, this has to be
affiliated, as many in your family are, with many, many charities. You're patrons of certain organizations. I read that you have about 15 charities that you're affiliated with. Your brother and sister-in-law have about 35, but that's less than some other members of your family, right? You all are doing it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
So how do you focus?
So,
and tell us that by contrast, how many charities might other royals be affiliated with in different generations?
Hundreds. My grandmother had to rewrite the rule books to a certain extent. My father and my mother have also done it their way. And now we're the younger generation coming through, trying to do it our way, because the world has changed so much. We believe that by streamlining and by bringing people together in order to effect real positive change is the only way forward. And you know, it worked for previous generations, and we will always say yes to becoming patron of a charity that we believe in and that we're incredibly passionate about. But I think in today's world, you have to be involved with things that make sense to where your passions lie, rather than potentially turning up to a charity once a year. I don't think that's necessarily beneficial to anybody. But you know, our mental health campaign, Heads Together, back in the UK, is a classic example of where we were able to bring together 8 charities within the mental health sector.
With your mic.
I'm so sorry.
No worries, thank you. We were able to bring together 8 mental health charities that have been working in the sector for many, many, many years. But being able to bring them together and say, right, you guys have never sat around a table together and discussed the main issues. What we want to be able to do now is, through our foundation, create a platform in which your expertise and your experience is elevated. And therefore, you tell us what needs to be done around mental health within the UK and globally. And they said, if you can remove the stigma, that makes our life a lot easier. So that's exactly what we did. We tried to remove the stigma and tried to normalize the discussion around mental health.
So in some ways, the past, and that's the protocol may have been lending your name and using your name to create a halo around the organization that would benefit it. And it sounds like the younger royals are more about more than just name association, more direct action and involvement. So do you feel you're more hands-on? Is that fair to say?
I think in today's world you have to be. I think you have to be much more hands-on, and also.
Why? I mean, why do you have to be? You could have done it the same way. You could have had 200 charities and been a patron of them. I mean, no one would have thought any different.
No, but if you end up working individually for, let's say, 200 charities, in today's world, I think that kind of dilutes the impact that you can have. What our foundation is all about and what our platform is all about is encouraging people to come together, to work together, so that there's less competition within that sector, whether it's financially or otherwise, and saying, right, guys, you're doing the same thing. Please, let's get around a table, talk to each other, work it out, and come up with a long-term strategy.
But doesn't this seem obvious? Like, why haven't other people done it then? So you've created, with your brother and sister-in-law, the Royal Foundation. Okay, you've started a charity. My first question would be, do we need another charity? So, you know, what was your thinking in coming together? Whose idea was this?
So that's my motto is exactly that. Why another charity? Our foundation is not another charity. We're not trying to take up any more space. I think we all agree that the charity sector is quite full at the moment. But as I said, what we're trying to do is use our platform to be able to bring people together to affect change.
So why haven't other people done this?
Because I genuinely believe that we as a foundation will never be able to compete with some of the other big foundations financially. As weird as that may sound, but that's fact. What we do have is a unique ability to be able to put our name and everything that comes with to a really good purpose, to a really good cause. And as I said, there are many organizations out there that have never come together and that would never sit around a table and discuss the topic of which they're all involved with, but we've proven that. We've made that possible.
So in some ways, you're leveraging your name, it seems to me. Does this create something very, very unique to you and your brother and sister-in-law, in that you can get these people to come together and talk to each other? Because working together is hard.
Yeah, well, it's hard working together as a family. It's hard working together. And it's hard working together when you are scrapping for the same money within the same sector, as a lot of people know. But, you know, through some of the initiatives that we've created, Invictus Games, as an example, that brought together 10, 12 different service charities to be able to share expertise, share knowledge, share experience, specifically around mental health, so that they were all standardization across the board to make sure that whatever the best practice was, everybody was sharing that. And therefore, if there's a wounded soldier that's left the forces, that's been lost in amongst the chaos of everything else, if they stick their head above the parapet and they go to Help for Heroes, one of the charities in the UK, if that's not for them, like you go to your supermarket, everybody chooses the supermarket that they want to go to. It's the same with the charity sector. And if you've got 101 choices to choose from, every single person is uniquely wired, and therefore their cure or their fix will be specific to them. But what we're able to do is bring everybody together once again around a table and say, right, you're now part of a group, you're part of something, and therefore anybody that comes in gets the opportunity or the option of 12 of you rather than one of you.
Whose idea was this? I mean, who was it? You or Prince William or
the Royal Foundation?
Yeah.
Can't even remember. But
this has to be his idea. There is absolutely no way the leftovers will be the one to do it, because in 2 different occasions, Melody Hobson asked Harry, "Who created?" Okay, first point blank, who created? He said he doesn't remember. And then on a different way, she asked again, and Harry bypassed it, didn't even bother to respond to it. Okay, because he knows he's the one who do it, who created it, and he didn't want to say it to minimize the others because they plaster their names, the Mumbles and Egg as part of the creator. But I was like, nah, Heavy has to be the one. So I don't know how anybody could just steal somebody's ideas, but whatever, some of them have gotten away with it. So okay, I start a rumor that he does drugs. Nah, just let it be, because eventually it will caught up to him. There's no reason for that. Laughing my ass off. This moment is like pound cakes. It's really perfect the way it is, and I don't have to do anything. But yeah, alright, I love cooperatively aggressive response, particularly in public. I will say something like, okay, allow me to assist. When I initially loop insert into this concept, insert, someone raised the question and insert. Essentially, insert and explain. Could be. When a thief steals, he forgets that he did not plant the seed. The truth always waits patiently for it to turn to shine. And when it does, falsehood melt like wax before fire. Okay, producer, I need ND and camera. Alright, not even a Michelin star chef could prepare something so delicious. I'm afraid there's all of... Oh, this one was... Look at that GIF. This is the part where I step in. Alright, I will have jump in and provide suggestion. I don't know. It depends. I don't know what to say about this. Alright, so that is all I have for you guys. I'm sure later on during the day I'm gonna find a whole bunch of other things, but I need to edit. I have about 3 hours worth of editing to do. So please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Don't forget to check my shop. I need to put new design out. I haven't been putting design out. And if you want to leave comment, it would be nice if you're making reference to anything within the video. Leave the I say certain things. Okay, so I know what you're talking about. All right, so thank you for watching.